welcome back. It's Monday the 4th of January. Happy New Year. Just found some earrings in my pocket. Yeah, first day back in the shop. I had thought about doing Saturday, but I wasn't feeling great and it was freezing and there was nobody around, so I thought, no, I won't. I will stay shut until today, which was the day that I had originally planned on opening. I did work in the shop and took Christmas trees down and things like that. So the shop's looking really big. I'll give you a little swizzle round in a minute. And let's see. Is it a bank holiday? I have no idea. Anyway, I've got things to do. I'll catch up with you in a bit. So new year, new flavour. I've just taken the Christmas one out. Shall I go for velvet, peony and oud, lemongrass and ginger, or night blooming jasmine? I think I'm going to go for this one. I think this is going to be a nice strong smell. All bare, where my big Christmas tree was there. And then over here, where I had my other Christmas tree. Big space. I've got extra space in the middle here. And round this corner, more space where my other Christmas tree was. So baskets are featuring highly. I want to do a basket order though, because I've sold out of a lot of things. It's just starting to melt and it smells amazing. Oh, it's about 10:30. I've had one customer. So, you know, I don't think I'm going to be raking it in today. And I've got my big gloves that leaves my fingers. I've got piles of, you know, the really cute felt decorations. So I took them all off the tree, and anything that looked really Christmassy I've put away ready for next year, but I've kept all the ones that don't look Christmassy, and there's quite a lot. They're just piled up in baskets at the moment, so I've got to find a way of displaying those, because obviously when Easter comes and things like that, they'll make cute little gifts, so I really just need to work out how I'm going to display them. So I've got that to do. I've contacted the candle company that I get my vegan candles from. They were unable to supply an order that I put in September time. They couldn't make them because of all the COVID rules and them having to socially isolate within their factory. They just couldn't make all their orders last year. So I've still got that due sometime soon, but I emailed them and asked them if I can, one, when's it likely to come, and two, if I can add to it, because they do a lot of other products as well, and I thought it'd be nice to have a few other things rather than just the candles, whether I could add that to the order. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I think they only just come back to work today and they're not the quickest to get back at emails at the best of times. And then I've also contacted a card company, greetings cards. It's a company that I used to deal with years ago when this was a card shop, and they're not too far from here, so they're local. And they also are very environmentally friendly. Everything's printed in the UK with recycled everything. And sorry, my phone rang and it cut it out. So I was saying the company, they use all inks that are more environmentally friendly. I don't quite know everything, but they're very aware of all their environmental stuff. So I've messaged them and asked them if they offer some free second-hand card spinners. So I've asked them if they've got any available and hoping to hear back from them. I've made a start while I was waiting. So the phone call cut me off. I couldn't get through, and then I've tried ringing back and I can't get back to them. So I'm expecting them to call me anytime, so I'll probably get cut off again. I'll show you what I was doing while I was waiting for them to call me. I've made a start. So this was how they were in big piles, and I've started sorting them out into little displays. The thing is, as soon as somebody starts looking at them, they're going to look a mess. So I can see this is going to be a constant battle to keep them tidy. But I've got all these to sort through. So it's looking more and more likely we're going to be told to close again any day. I don't have a problem with the lockdown if it's needed. What I do have a problem with is if they do another lockdown like they did in November, it's absolutely pointless. If B&M are open and the Range and all the garden centres and all these essential shops, then what is the point? And the kids are still going to school. I think unless they do a proper lockdown, schools are shut, and all but absolute essential shops like pharmacies and food shops then it's not going to get on top of this virus, and all it's going to do is kill the small independent shops. It's deathly quiet. What was I going to say? Oh, I've just put Carla's weekly waffle playlist on, and I'll just let it run. I tend to do that every now and again. I think about it. If I'm not sitting at the computer and I'm just getting on, I just put a playlist of a person that I like, leave it on while I get on with other things on mute. So hopefully they get some advertising revenue. I did it for Caroline as well recently, and Lex, I've done it before. So if you want to do it for me, feel free. I wasn't a begging, I was just explaining. Yeah, it's a shame it's really quiet because I don't know how long I'm going to be open for. But hey ho. Don't they look sweet, all lined up and orderly? These didn't sell on the Christmas tree. I'm hoping that they'll sell otherwise. Look, the army ants with his little ammunition thing around his neck. And I don't know if you missed this one. Dinosaur in a tutu. Essential. But they'll look good on an Easter decorations and just hanging up in general. So hopefully they'll still sell. I've just put in an order for a cup of tea. Text my son. Can you make me a cup of tea, please? I think I said please. Deathly quiet. I've had a few people in mooching, but nobody's spending. It's very, very, very disappointing. I've just been trying to work out my Etsy fees because I've sort of known that they've put the fees up and not really looked at it properly. It's really confusing, whereas it used to be 20 cents listing, 3.5% final value. Now they put on these advertising fees and stuff, and I worked out that I paid 12% on my last sale, which is a big jump from 3.5 to 12. I don't know how that compares to eBay. Shelley said she pays 20 to 30% on jewellery. So I don't know. I'm going to have to start getting my thinking cap on because I think they're taking the mickey. Or do you think that's fair? I don't know. It just seems a hell of a lot of money. You know, you paid your 20 cents listing already and then they take another 12%. But it's not always 12%. It varies on, I think it varies on how they've advertised it, but how do you know how they're going to advertise it? So how do you price things when you don't know what your fee is going to be at the end? Very confusing. Very confusing. But I have changed all mine. I don't know if I told you this. I'll tell you now. I've changed all my Etsy listings to UK only free delivery. My thought process was, I don't know what's going to be going on with the whole Brexit thing and taxes and import taxes. I don't know, it's just all too much of a headache. So I'll keep it simple, do UK only for a while. Try the free delivery, because it does slightly highlight your listing when you look at Etsy shops. Underneath the listings that do free delivery, it sort of highlights in a sort of grey, it doesn't sound very highlighted, does it? A little grey bubble, free delivery. So I'm trying that for a little while. Haven't had any sales yet, so doesn't sound all that promising. A bit like the shop. And I'm freezing. Yay! I was talking to Shelley earlier about selling on Instagram, YouTube, things like that. I think I really need to get my thinking cap on. Alternative ways to get sales and boost some revenue. So if you've got any ideas, doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take you up on these ideas, because you know, it has to be something that I fancy doing and that I think will work. So but you're welcome, add them in the comments, your ideas, how to boost my sales and how alternative ways of selling, that kind of thing. Right, I'm going to round up this vlog. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care, stay safe.